what was like that turning point to where like that value, like do you remember what year that was, or like exactly which team that was?
Yeah.
When the value actually went up on Keem Scott.
Yeah, so I'm gonna take a drink before I say what I say. Because another very humbling moment for me. So I step on the court and we in I believe we was in Puerto Rico this game, and we're playing against Puerto Rico, and the crowd is fucking crazy. I can't hear myself. Me and my boy Terrell, we're standing next to each other and we can't hear each other talk, and it's that crazy. So they announced everybody, Ronaldo Bulkman and all these other guys, and then they announced Carlos Arroyo, and the shit just goes crazy. And I'm like, wait, why is Carlos Arroyo not last being named? Because at the time I thought he was the bigger name. And then they go to JJ Barea. And this was the longest fucking introduction I've ever heard in my life. And it was like, obviously speaking in Spanish, and then you hear JJ, and these motherfuckers is going crazy. They people like waving like the flags, they throwing their shirts, they getting crazy. And I'm like, oh shit, my boy T is looking at me like, yo, what? I can't even hear him saying, yo, what the fuck? Like, I just gotta read it, And I'm like, yo, this shit is scary. It's like scary.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And this shit, and as we saying all this, they still on the second J. It's great. And then he got like another name, and then it's da 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 da. And once he said that, it's a motherfucking party. They already won. Like, this shit is over. I said, God damn. All right, so we get to the huddle. You got to put your big boy pants on and shit. You play for the Mavericks and stuff like that. Like, so my head coach actually coached him in Dallas. And Sam Vincent, and Sam was like, they knew my aggression style of playing defense. So I'm like, I'm guarding this motherfucker 94 feet.
That's right.
Oh, say it again for the people in the back that can't hear. That, like, say it for the kids that don't play defense.
Yeah,
that's what I want. I want the kids that don't play defense, like, oh, I gotta be a scorer, or I gotta be this, I gotta be that. Say it for them,
right? Yeah.
Because everybody feel like, if I could score,
right.
Yeah.
But you're not scoring like everybody else. There's some scores that talk about that part. So the 94 feet.
Yeah. So man, I'm going 94 feet on everybody, especially back then, and I didn't really care. I wasn't gonna give nobody the respect that I guess they felt like they deserve or wanted or needed. I don't know. Like it's like you playing against me. This is my style. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna play my style of ball today, and yeah. So that's what it is. So I would tell kids to try to get the 94. Not everybody can do it. It's not easy. Like you gotta really be in shape to 94 feet somebody. You really got to be tactical in what you do. You got to send people to dead spots. You got to try to get them at the point when they get to half court that you kind of turn them real quick and the ball go back over half court. So there's a lot of tactics with it. I would tell people to watch Della Vadova, Patrick Beverly. I would tell them to watch these type of guys. You know what I'm saying? Because I may think he's just playing wild, hustle, he playing with his heart, but there's a tactic. I know it because I see it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm going 94 feet. I mean, this story has a little twist to it because I went 94 feet and I got my ass bust.
Did you?
30. The 30.
Well, yeah. What was it? What was after you did the 94 feet? Like, what was the end? You said you got your ass bust. Like, what happened in that moment? Like, you went 94 feet.
And then, yeah, man. So like JJ, man, JJ is an outstanding guard. I think he's so underrated just in the history of basketball. Period. So. You pressure JJ's going to go. You pressure him to speed him up, he's going to go fast, and then you're going to get hit with a screen very hard. Then
so he running you to the screen.
Yeah, he running you to the screen. The screen is coming.
Yeah.
Those are like high top profile big men. So the screen is coming, so you got to watch out for that. You got to be on a swivel. Then if you go under on the screen, he's going to shoot the three. He's going to pull up. Yeah. If you go over, he's going to go in and create. And now it may not be him scoring, but it might be the next person scoring because they got to help the helper.
The assist. So now your big man or whoever that other person is getting scored on because they're coming to help.
Right.
And it's like a drop off.
Exactly. So you got that, or somebody's kicking it. They're kicking it to the corner for a three. So pretty much the whole game, my coach looked at me. He was like, all right, it is what it is now. Like, you just got to do it. So he left me out there and just, like, I pretty much got dragged the whole game. Like, I was like, oh, shit. Like, this shit is crazy.
Just leave him out there on the island by himself.
Yeah, bro. So, but I'm thankful for that experience because I played in Montenegro the following year. I played in Montenegro, and every day that I went to the gym early, all I thought about was JJ Barea.
Where's Montenegro for the people that don't know?
In Europe.
Okay.
It's in Europe, and every day I thought about him before practice, after practice. It was a constant thought. Like he was like, no, they saying that rent free.
Yeah.
He was there. He was living there. He got a sofa.
Hey,
got
shout
everything.
out to JJ. Yo,
Right.
JJ Barea. If you watching, my boy Keem Scott said he appreciated because that right there set the tone for what? Where did you go after that? Now you thinking about him every practice, every game, everything in Montenegro. Then what?
So I do my thing in Montenegro. I'm playing in the Baltic League. I believe that year I got like first team all Baltic and stuff like that. I did well, but I wasn't really worrying about that. I was worrying about going back to the national team. And sure enough, we get back to the national team, and now who do we have to play again?
JJ Barea.
JJ Barea.
JJ.
Right. But this time we're not in Puerto Rico.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so it's different. It's a different.
Yeah, we in DR. But the difference is not the place. The difference was me. Now I didn't took a whole year to
to revamp.
To figure out what I want to do, how I want to, I
maybe
got
watch
bigger,
some film,
stronger,
study.
all that shit.
Yeah.
And when I played JJ, we lost the game, but that was a game where people said,
Who was that?
Who's that Keem Scott?
Right.
Because
That's all you needed.
I still stuck to my style, but I knew what they was going to do. I knew the screens was coming. I knew that if I went under, I got to hurry up and jump and go push him back the other way. I knew sometimes I had to give him different looks, keep my hand out there for the long jump shot. So we battled, we battled. And the game was so crazy. We ended up losing at the end, but the Mexican national team coach, after the game, met me at the hotel, and he was like, hey, Scott. He was just sitting in the lobby, just like literally at the door. And I was like, hey, coach, what's going on? Because I knew who he was. And he was just like, where are you playing at? And I was like, my last year I played in Montenegro. And he was like, how much are you making? So in my back of my head, I wasn't making much in Europe at the time.
You weren't ready to tell him that.
And I was like, oh, shit, like I think I might get an offer.
Right.
So I doubled that number.
Yeah.
I doubled that number.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I'm making this. I think about going back. And he took that number and added a couple thousand to it and was like, sign right now.
If you sign right now.
Right now.
If you so let's talk about that, because when opportunity presents itself, a lot of people don't want to take the opportunity. Like, oh, nah, I might wait because somebody else, if you doing it, somebody else going to do it.
Right.
Like, and come maybe higher.
Yeah.
But you said, nah, forget that, scratch that. Somebody's willing to give me double what I'm making plus a couple thousand more.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going.
Out.
Where I sign up.
Yeah,
where did I sign? You got
That's
the
a
contract on you right now?
Exactly. So I was like, yo, I'm good. Like, let's get it done. So he was like, my GM is on the way. I called him. I told him I was waiting for you. He on his way as well. I gave him my hotel room number. He said, I'm going to call you. I stood there. So for those who don't know, in national tournaments, they got locker rooms and stuff like that, but everybody's going in and out. So you really don't got time to like take showers and stuff. You just kind of dry off, put your clothes back on. They drive you to your hotel, which is usually like 5 minutes away. And that's what happened. So I just I'm sitting at the phone. I'm sitting there. Not as soon as that shit rang, pick up.
Hello? Yo.
What's going on? Hey, he downstairs. So I walked downstairs, and they gave me the offer on the spot, and I took it. And that's when I started playing in South America.
Wow. And